Karen Wells and welcome to Module 7 on this Advanced Kinesiology Diploma course. Now, Module 7 is all about diagnostic. We've looked at the muscle testing and hopefully you've gone through that, you've gone through and practiced with several people those techniques and go back to it, still continue to do that. So let's move on now to Module 7, Diagnostic. So that process is very, very important, and it's important to consider the body as a whole when you first start to treat your clients. Now, there's a number of things there that you might want to consider. So firstly, you're looking at their nutrition. Does the client take care of their nutrition needs? Do they understand the importance of good nutrition? What physical regime are they involved in? Is the injury, if they're coming to you with an injury, is it sport related? Is it preventing them from participating in sports? What's the problem that's preventing them from living life like they would normally do? So you want to be looking at emotional or mental health concerns, and they're going to be considered. So how somebody thinks, feels and acts is also important, of course. So you're going to make sure that you're observing clients as they enter the room. Now, body language makes a strong starting point. How they sit, how they stand. If there's stiffness in the spine or hips, check them. If the body seems out of alignment, that gives you a starting point. So advanced kinesiology really requires you to have an in-depth knowledge of human anatomy and physiology. So you will have seen this from the content within the course. You're also understanding biomechanics as well as comprehending the workings of the body. So you're going to be looking for those postural imbalances, using that as your starting point to as your approach in going forward with that client. Now, temporal tapping is something that can be used to reveal any subclinical weaknesses within any of the muscles, as well as influencing thoughts and feelings. Structural screening requires body language and observation, and then of course you'll bring in muscle testing as the way forward on what to do with that. So with that, you're locating the reactor muscles and you're correcting them, Now, if you're looking at mental or emotional screening, you're going to start with a weak testing muscle. Now, it can be one that tests as weak in the clear, and if needed, you can weaken an indicator muscle through that therapy localization or challenge. Now, you're going to use a muscle test for every treatment point to determine any muscle weakness. On the downside, of course, that's probably time consuming, but you can use temporal tapping as this affects muscles and associated meridians in one quick step. Now, if there's a dysfunction in an organ or a gland, you may feel that the related muscle tests are normotonic. So temporal tapping will reveal any weaknesses that are hidden. So we've given you some information there on temporal tapping, and actually shortly we will be bringing out a course on that too. But that's just great to use. So we're giving you the information there, and also about chemistry screening. So your self-assessment task for the end of Module 7 is to ask a friend or family member to walk towards you. How are they moving? Is their gait natural or stiff? Are they favouring one side or another? When they move, is that muscular stiffness? Is it stiff, or does the hips look inflexible in any way? Training yourself in these observational techniques are what's going to be really useful and enable you to also be a successful kinesiologist. So when you've done that, I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day.